Interesting. So, before I speak, actually I'll give my introduction. My name is Sita Laksman Das. I'm trying to serve Srila Prabhupada in the mission in Perth. I was in Melbourne. I started my journey in Melbourne, but currently I'm trying to serve in Perth and also in Adelaide. So, and thank you for the opportunity to speak a little bit about Krishna philosophy. So, so you have the song. We'll read the translation first and then sing the bhajan. This is for the song Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Daya Gaura More by Narottam Thakur from the book called Prarthana. My dear Lord Chaitanya, is it loud? Please be merciful to me, because who can be more merciful than your Lordship within these three worlds? Your incarnation is just to reclaim the conditioned fallen souls, but I assure you that you will not find a greater fallen soul than me. Therefore, my claim is first. My dear Lord Nityananda, you are always joyful in spiritual bliss, since you always appear very happy. I have come to you because I am most unhappy. If you kindly put your glance over me, then I may also become happy. My dear Advaita Prabhu, husband of Sita, you are so kind. Please be merciful to me. If you are kind to me, naturally Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda will also be kind to me. Gaura's love embodiment is shown by Gadadhar Pandit, Srivas Pandit, and Haridas Thakur, Ardha Ocean of Mercy. O Sarab Damodar, Person Secretary of Lord Chaitanya, O six Goswamis, O Sri Rupa Goswami, O Sri Sanatana Goswami, Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, Sri Gopala Bhatta Goswami, Sri Jaya Goswami, and Sri Raghunath Das Goswami, O Lokanath Swami, my beloved spiritual master. Narottam Das also prays for your mercy. O Śrīmad successor to the six Goswamis, please be merciful to me. Narottam Das always desire the company of Ramchandra Chakravarti. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Doya Kara More. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Doya Kara More. Tuma bina ke doyalo Jagat samsare. Hello, Jagata samsare, patita pavanna hetu, tava avatara, patita. Mosama patita Prabhu na pai beyara. Hey. Aha Prabhu Nityananda Premananda Sukhe Yaha. कृपा बलोकन करो हमें बड़ दुखे हमें बड़ दुखे दया करो सीतापति अद्वैता गोसाई दया अब कृपा बोले पाए चैतन्य निताय आहा स्वरूप सनातन रूप रघुनाथ भट जुगा श्री जीव प्रभु लोकनाथ दया करो श्री आचार्य प्रभु श्रीनिवास दया करो रामचंद्र संग मगे नरोत्तम दास राम रामचंद्र संग मगे नरोत्तम दास श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु दया कर मारे श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य तुम बिना के दयालु जगत संसार हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihare, Jaya Radha. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihare, Jaya Radha. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhare. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhare. Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana. Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanachare. Yamuna Tira Vanachare. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihare, Jaya Radha. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihare. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhare. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhare. Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana. Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana. Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanachare. Yamuna Tira Vanachare. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihare, Jaya Radha. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihare. Vishnupada Paramahansa Acharya Vinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki, ISKCON Prabhupada ki, Śrīmad Bhāgavatam ki, Gaur Premanandi, all those devotees. Can more? Okay, can it comes in the way of the face. Down. Yeah, it's better.
Sorry.
Let's go. Yeah, this you have to screw it up. This one you could turn it up. Yeah. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So, excuse me.
Krishna.
Sorry. That's okay. Can you hear me? Yeah. So we continue reading from Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, canto number 8, the withdrawal of the cosmic creation, and chapter number 12 today. So we're starting a new chapter. So we'll read the summary first, and then read the text number 1, 2, 3 don't have any purports. And I think we got text number 4 on the board, right? Got number 4 on the board? Yeah, but which is on the board? We got number 4 on the board? Yeah. So we'll, I'll chant 1, 2, and 3, and then we'll repeat number 4. Okay. Excuse me. So first I'll read the summary for this chapter. This chapter describes how Lord Shiva was bewildered upon seeing the beautiful Mohini Murti incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and how he later came to his senses. When Lord Shiva heard about the pastimes performed by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Hare, in the form of an attractive woman, he mounted his bull and went to see the Lord. Accompanied by his wife Uma and his servants, the Bhutagana Argos, he approached the lotus feet of the Lord. Lord Shiva offered obeisances to the Supreme Lord as well as pervading Lord, the universal form, the control of creation, the super soul, the resting place for everyone, and the completely independent cause of all causes. Thus he offered prayers giving truthful description of the Lord. Then he expressed his desire. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is very kind to his devotees. Therefore, to fulfill the desire of his devotee, Lord Shiva, he expanded his energy and manifested himself in the form of a very beautiful and attractive woman. Upon seeing this form, even Lord Shiva was captivated. Later, by the grace of the Lord, he controlled himself. This demonstrates that by the power of the Lord's external energy, everyone is captivated by the form of a woman in this material world. Again, however, by the grace of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, one can overcome the influence of Maya. This was evinced by Lord Shiva, the topmost devotee of the Lord. First he was captivated, but later, by the grace of the Lord, he restrained himself. It is declared in this connection that only a pure devotee can restrain himself from the attractive feature of Maya. Otherwise, once a living entity is trapped by the external feature of Maya, he cannot overcome it. After Lord Shiva was graced by the Supreme Lord, he circumambulated the Lord along with his wife, Bhavani, and his companions, the Gos. Then he left for his own abode. Shukadeva Goswami concludes this chapter by describing the transcendental qualities of Uttama Sloka, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and by declaring that one can glorify the Lord by 9 kinds of devotional services, beginning with Shravanam and Kirtanam. Oops. This come out. It's not screwing. You can't tighten it. No, this one. This one. Right. Yeah. Move it, tighten it. Anyway. So, you got 1 and 2 there in the board? Badarayana Vacha. Okay, all right. So you got one, you got the first one, you got both. Okay. In that case, okay, we'll chant 1 and 2 together. Sri Badarayana Vacha Vrushadvajo Nishamedham Yoshidrupena Danavan Mohayitva Suraganan Hare Samam Apayayat Vrusham Aruhya Girisha Sarva Bhuta Ganairvataha Saha Devyaya Yodrashtum Yatraste Madhusudanaha Sri Badarayana Ruvacha Vrushadvajo Nishamyedham Yoshidrupena Danavan Mohayitva Suraganan Hare Samam Apayayat Vrisham Aruhya Garishaha Sarva Bhuta Ganairvataha Saha Devyaya Yodrashtum Yatraste Madhusudanaha Sri Badarayana Vacha Vrushadvajo Nishamyedham Yoshidrupena Danavan Mohayitva Suraganan Hare Samam Apayayat Vrisham Aruhya Girishaha Sarva Bhuta Ganairvataha Saha Devyaya Yodrashtum Yatraste Madhusudanaha. Niche. Sri Badarayana Vacha Yatraste Madhusudanaha. Mataji, please. Sri Badarayana Vacha Vedam Tadadur Tvasuragana Vrisham Aruhya Girisha Sarva Bhuta Ganevrutaha Sahadevya Yodrashtum Yatraste Madhusudanaha. Okay, thank you. The translation by Srila Prabhupada. Shukadeva Goswami said, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Hare, in the form of a woman, captivated the demons and enabled the demigods to drink the nectar. After hearing these pastimes, Lord Shiva, who is carried by a bull, went to the place where Madhusudana, the Lord, resides. Accompanied by his wife, Uma, and surrounded by his companions, the ghosts, the Lord Shiva went there to see the Lord's form as a woman. Text number 3. Sabhajito Bhagavata Sadharam Somaya Bhavaha Shupavishta Uvechedam Prati Puja Smayan Hare. The Supreme Personality of Godhead welcomed Lord Shiva and Uma with great respect. After being seated comfortably, Lord Shiva duly worshipped the Lord and smilingly spoke as follows. Text number 4. Sri Mahadev Vacha Deva Deva Jagadvapin Jagadisha Jaganmaya Sarvesham Api Bhavanam Tvamatma Heturishvaraha. Lord Mahadev said, O chief of the demigod among the demigods, O all-pervading Lord, O master of the universe, by your energy you are transformed into the creation. You are the root and efficient cause of everything. You are not material. Indeed, you are the super soul or supreme living force of everything. Therefore, you are Parameshwara, the supreme controller of controllers. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu, resides within the material world as the Sattva Guna Avatar. Lord Shiva is the Tama Guna Avatar. Lord Brahma is the Rajaguna Avatar. But although Lord Vishnu is among them, is not in the same category. Lord Vishnu is Deva Deva, the chief of all the demigods. Since Lord Shiva is in his material world, the energy of the Supreme Lord, Vishnu includes Lord Shiva. Lord Vishnu is therefore called Jagat Vyapi, the all-pervading Lord. Lord Shiva is sometimes called Maheshwara, and so people think that Lord Shiva is everything. But here, Lord Shiva addresses Lord Vishnu as Jagadisha, the master of the universe. Lord Shiva is sometimes called Vishveshwara, but here he addresses Lord Vishnu as Jaganmaya, indicating that even Vishveshwara under Lord Vishnu's control. Lord Vishnu is the master of the spiritual world, yet he controls the material world also. As said in Bhagavad Gita, Maya Dakshana Prakriti Svetesa Characharam. Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva are also sometimes called Ishvara. But the supreme the supreme Ishvara is Lord Vishnu, Lord Krishna. As stated in Brahma Samhita, Ishvara Paramaha Krishna. The Supreme Lord is Krishna, Lord Vishnu. Everything in existence works in proper order because of Lord Vishnu. Andantarastha Paramanu Chayantarastham. Even Paramanu, the small atom, work because of Lord Vishnu's presence within them. Amajnana Chamirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshunvitam Ena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Yajannamana Vishtam Stapitam Ena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Sva Padantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Siddhavakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagna Ragnatanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padhan Sagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanvitam Cha He Krishna Karna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpati Gopesha Gopke Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sudevi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhibhya evacha Paditana Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Ukam Karati Vachalam Pangulangaiti Girim Et Kripa Tamaha Vande Sri Guram Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Chaitanyam Ishwaram Namama Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhatale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Samsnama Sarasdevi Gauraman Pachani Sushnyandi Pashadaya Starine Hare Krishna. It's nice to be here in the presence of Sri Radha Vallabha, Jagannath Gaurnitai, Jagannath Vallabha Subhadra, Srila Prabhupada, and all of you. Nice to see you again. Nice to see Madhu Prabhu. Dandavas. So yesterday, Anil Prabhu, he read a 10th chapter and 11th chapter also. And we saw that there in that, the demigods and the demons, they were fighting. And then after, but again they were brought back to life, Dhanavas by the Śrīmad and the Devatas by Lord Vishnu himself. And then after that, Bali Maharaj realized actually it's all happening because of the Lord as a potency. So he was very understanding. So that's a very good lesson for all of us that to practice our spiritual life with determination. And here in this chapter today, the of course, many of you, or at least some of you, have heard the pastime of how the Lord Vishnu took the form of a beautiful woman, which is the Mohini form, Mohini Murti Avatar, in order to bewilder the demons. Because initially, first they caught hold of the nectar pot. And so because they made a pact in the beginning, so they knew they want to get the nectar, so they needed to churn the milk ocean. They had to churn the milk ocean actually, so they made a pact, an agreement, okay, once we get that, then we'll share it. And they churn the milk ocean. Of course, it comes there, the different articles come, and eventually the Amrita nectar comes. When it comes immediately, the demons, they grabbed it. Then Devatas were all disappointed. Why, after all this effort, they got it, and what do we do? Then of course, the Lord always tries to help the devotees. And then he appeared in the form of a beautiful woman. And when the demons saw this beautiful form, then they got very bewildered. They got attracted to this beautiful form. Of course, as Prabhupada said in the beginning, like in the material world, everyone is attracted to a beautiful thing. And especially attracted to a beautiful woman. And so, especially here, the Lord, being the Lord, was very, very beautiful. And there's no doubt actually that the demons cannot get attracted to that. They got attracted to that. And then they thought actually, okay, I know, and it's okay, they were all fighting actually who is going to get that woman. And they said, and then she said, okay, let's not fight, okay. And then the descriptions are there. They're asking, who are you, and all. And after that, I said, okay, give me the nectar. I'll distribute everyone. Then actually, because of her very charming words, very beautiful words, and they said, okay, yeah, that's true. We should give it to her. And then, of course, when the Lord got it in the form of Mohini form, then he was giving it to the devatas. Of course, in between, actually, the story also, like, one of the demon, which one? Rahu. Actually, he came and sat in the row where the devatas were there. And then immediately, of course, the devatas had realized, but actually they got one drop there. But when the Lord found out actually he's a demon, then he cut off his head. So that was the summary in short actually about that pastime there. So when the Lord appeared as beautiful women, and Lord Shiva wasn't there, so he heard about it. He heard about it, and then he wanted to see that beautiful form of the Lord. He became very curious. Of course, he became very curious, and of course, as we read here in the summary, he became curious, and then he became attracted to that also. So the curiosity kills the cat. So he became curious about it. So then he came to the Lord, and then he is offered. And one thing you can see when he came, he is offering beautiful prayers to the Lord. So it is very wonderful. like a herd actually came. When we meet a great personality, the spiritual master, that first actually we should offer some glorification for the man. Then we should take a humble position, and then we can inquire from him. Not directly just go and demand from the spiritual master or any senior person. So we should offer some glorification. That's exactly what Lord Shiva was doing it here. Of course, Lord Shiva knows about the Supreme Lord's position here. They offered some beautiful prayers here. Deva Deva. Deva Deva. He is the demigod among the demigods, or chief demigod among the demigods. In Malaysia, there was one devotee called Deva Deva Das. Yeah. And he is the master of the universe. Jagad Vyapin. And Jagad Ishvara. Jagad is the controller of the whole universe. So, and in the purport, Prabhupada explains here that about the position of Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma. Lord Shiva is the Tamaguna avatar. Is not in the mood of Tamaguna. Sometimes we make mistakes. Is not in Tamaguna, but is in charge of Tamaguna there. Similarly, Lord Brahma is the Rajaguna. Because Lord Vishnu takes Sattvaguna. But Lord Vishnu is actually more than that, as Prabhupada says, here. And is not in the same category. Lord Vishnu is the Deva Deva, the chief of all the demigods. And Lord Shiva, because since Lord Shiva is in the material world, Lord Shiva is also in Lord Vishnu too. That's what once actually Lord Shiva was performing the austerities to appear in Kali Yuga along with Supreme Lord Vishnu. Then Lord Vishnu appeared and said, okay, no, you and I are not different. In one sense, Vishnu and Shiva, as you must have heard many times, they are not different in one sense, but they have different purposes. Lord Shiva is compared to what? Yogurt. And Lord Vishnu is milk. Milk, when it is touched by a souring agent, becomes yogurt, curd. Of course, curd we say in India, but curd, he means like a paneer here. But curd, dahi, yogurt, because it has it is touched by a souring agent there. Because the purpose of milk and the purpose of yogurt are different. So So but similarly Lord Shiva and Lord Vishnu, they got different purposes there. But the source is Lord Vishnu. Anadir Adir Govinda. He is the source of everything. Sarva Karana Karanam. That's what here also Prabhupada quotes, Ishvara Parama Krishna. He is the supreme controller. He is the original person. And so Lord Shiva is offering this prayers here, and is Jaganmaya, indicating that even Vishweshwara under control of Lord Vishnu. So this is the beautiful prayers offered by Lord Shiva here. And that's why sometimes people may confuse actually, like who is the Supreme Lord, and so they start worshipping actually different devatas, thinking that they are the. That's what Prabhupada says here. People address him as the Supreme Ishvara. In one sense, like in fact, we are all Ishvaras to some extent. We got some controlling power, but we are only tiny Anus, Anu. Whereas Krishna is the Supreme, Supreme Ishvara. So, but our duty is to render service to Supreme Lord. Jivera Swarupahai Krishnera Nitya Das. So we are identified also with Das. Gopi Pratu Padalakamlayor Dasa Dasana Dasaha. We are all servants of the Master of the Gopis. So as long as we have that position, then we are safe. Otherwise, when we think actually we are the controllers, we are the masters, then we will be in trouble. So, however actually big we may be, then we can all get easily bewildered by the material energy. So, this material energy is very difficult to overcome. Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, right? Where it says, Daiviheshu Gunamaya Mama Maya Durachaya. The divine energy is very difficult to overcome. But again, if it is the case, then again, do you have any hope? Yes, Krishna says, What did he say? Daiviheshu Mama Mame Prabhatyante Mayam Etam Tarantite. If someone takes shelter of me, then they can cross over this ocean of middle sense easily. Otherwise, at least we can get caught up in this material world. Especially with the beautiful creation by the Supreme Lord. So once actually one person wanted to worship, wanted to know who is the Supreme Controller. Of course, I think you also know the story, like the sages, they want to know who is the Supreme Controller. They selected Bhrigumani to go and find out. So initially Bhrigumani goes to where does he go? He goes to Lord Brahma. Lord Brahma is the father. He goes to him. And then when Lord Brahma is there, he was very happy to see his son, beloved son. And he goes there, then he just goes there, just walks in. He doesn't pay any respects to him. Then Brahma got offended. What is this fellow? He's my son. He's not offering respect to me. It's normally the tradition actually, like, of course, in Kali Yuga now, that we lose the tradition, the respect is not there. But again, the Vedic tradition, the juniors are supposed to offer respect to the seniors. Especially the children, they should offer respect to the parents. Directly when they get up in the morning, you go and touch the parents' feet. So, but here Brahma got offended, and then when Brahma got offended, then Bhrigumani said, no, he's not a supreme person because he's getting influenced with the modes. Then he goes to Kailash. He goes to see Lord Shiva, and Lord Shiva is his brother. When Lord Shiva saw his brother after so long, he was very happy to see him. Then he wanted to come and embrace him. He said, no, don't touch me. You got so much ashes on your body and you got all the snakes and everything on your body. No, don't come to me. Then Lord Shiva got What do you mean, And so then Lord Shiva got offended, After all, you're a brother, you think I can't embrace you? Because it's my dress, but it said that it said the ashes there, and it's not any ashes, it's the ashes of the Vaishnavas, because Lord Shiva is the Vaishnavanam Etha Sambhu. He is the greatest of all the Vaishnavas. So then Bhrigu understood, no, he is not supreme, because he got angry also. Then he goes to Lord Vishnu, Vaikuntha. When he goes there, he straightly walks in, and then he goes in straight, he goes straight and he kicks the Lord on his chest. It is a big offense, right? And to kick Lord Vishnu, Lord Vishnu, or in fact, here in the temple, any other paraphernalia, we don't kick with our foot, the mats and also we don't push it around and all. It's an offense, because everything here is part of the Radha Vallabhas, so we can't kick anything. So and here, Bhrigu Muni went and kicked Lord Vishnu. Then Lord Vishnu got up and said, then he came. Then he came and said, oh, my dear Bhrigu Muni, my dear Brahmana, thank you for coming to a place here. Maybe, I'm sorry, maybe let me massage your feet. Maybe your feet must have got hurt, because my heart is very hard, my chest is very hard. You must have got hurt. Let me massage your feet. Then understood, okay, he is the supreme, because he's not offended also, So here, Bhrigu Muni done three kinds of offenses, Manasa, Vacha, Kaya. Mentally offended Lord Brahma, by words he offended Lord Shiva, and by action he offended Lord Vishnu. So that's why we have to control our words, mind, and actions. Then again, Vishnu forgave him, but Lakshmi Devi, she got upset. He said, how dare he can actually come and kiss you? So no, it's okay. It's after all, it's my devotee. I forgive him. I said, okay, you may forgive him, but I don't forgive him. I don't forgive the Brahmanas. Because I reside in your heart. Lakshmi Vakshasthala, she stays in the heart of Vishnu there. Then he said, okay, I curse them. The Brahmanas always remain poor. They want, Lakshmi doesn't stay with the Brahmanas. Of course, those Brahmanas actually who got opulence, they use in the service of the Lord. Then it said, actually I heard, those Brahmanas who got opulences, they were blessed by Mother Rukmini. Because Mother Rukmini was very happy because she sent a letter to a Brahmana, to Krishna, right, when she wanted to get married. So she was very happy with him, so she blessed him. Those Brahmanas who got opulences, they are actually blessed by Rukmini. And those Brahmanas actually who are poverty-stricken, they were cursed by Sita Devi. It's another pastime anyway. I can tell you later, because running time. I want to make further points. So Brahmanas, Amali, as well as the humble position. So they understood that Lord Vishnu is the Supreme. And also another story. Once in a village, one person wanted to know who is the boss, who is the Supreme. So I wanted to go and serve him. And he saw one man, he was collecting the taxes. So everybody was giving money to him. Then they said, okay, he must be the boss, because everybody is giving money to him. And then he saw, but that man, but he was a tax collector. So he was giving the tax which is collected to his boss, chief tax collector. Then they said, he must be the supreme. Then okay, he wanted to serve him. Then he saw that chief collector, he went and offered obeisance, he was giving his that money to his mayor, city. Then he said, oh, the mayor must be the supreme. So then he wanted to serve him. But he saw that mayor was serving the governor. That's why the governor must be the boss. Then he saw the governor was, he went and took all the money and gave it to the king. That's why king must be the supreme. So the king wanted to serve him. But he saw that the king was, it was all the money which he got, and he submitted to the emperor, Chakravarti. He got there. The emperor must be the supreme, so let me go and serve him. But he saw the emperor went to the temple and he gave the money to the priest. And he said, the priest must be the chief priest, must be the temple president. It must be the supreme. But that chief priest, he gave the money to the deity. And then, it means the Krishna, Radhaballabha, they are the supreme. Then he started worshipping Radhaballabha, Krishna. So he became a pujari. So that's why Krishna is the supreme. So people do not know that. And so to understand that point and understand the energy of Supreme Lord, so one has to be very, very careful with this material energy. So material energy can easily bewilder us. But when we see this material energy, we can understand that this material energy is also creation of the Supreme Lord. So Maya Dakshina Prakriti Svitas Characharam. It's all coming from the Supreme Lord. So once in 1976, Srila Prabhupada in New York, Srila Prabhupada came to New York, and when he came, Radhayatra time, and the devotees, they put up a play. Those days, actually nowadays, I don't know, even here also I heard actually before, they used to put some plays on Sunday feast, so to get the message across the devotees. So they put a play, and the play was about the power of illusion, and the age of Kali, age of Kali, and so the one devotee, one Mataji, I think Rasajna, her name, Prabhupada disciple, I think she left the body now, and she was acting as the Maya, and naturally she was acting very perfectly, in a role, very beautiful, very charming, and Prabhupada was watching that this play along with other sannyasis and other brahmacharis. And when this Mataji, when she came onto the stage, all the sannyasis and the brahmacharis, they were looking at the other side. They didn't want to look at the at the Mataji, because she was very beautiful. They were worried, But whereas Prabhupada was looking at this play, looking at the Mataji, and he had a rose in his hand. He was filling that rose, and then looking at the play, and then laughing. He turned to his sannyasis, and he was laughing at them. Then after the play, then the devotees were going to Srila Prabhupada's room. That time the temple in New York temple, it was in a big building. I think we had a building actually before. I think later on they sold it and they got a different place. I think 13 floor building. And Prabhupada's room was actually in the 11th floor. So they were going. Then Srila Prabhupada told that devotees, okay, so then of course the play ended, and the Sankirtan party came and they defeated Kali and they went out. And then after that, when Prabhupada was going to the room, he was telling the devotees, okay, everything in this material world is Krishna's energy. So when we see a beautiful thing, you can see, wow, how Krishna, what an amazing thing that Krishna has created, you know. And this amazing thing is Krishna's wonderful creation. And we have to use this in the service of Krishna. When we want to use it for ourselves, then that is a problem. Then we think we are the controller and we are the enjoyer. But as long as we think Krishna is the controller, Krishna is the enjoyer, supreme enjoyer, then we want to use everything in the service of Krishna. Similarly, when you go for a walk, when you see a beautiful rose, beautiful flowers, you know, then wow, what is a nice flower, let me go and take it and offer to Radha Vallabha and Mahaprabhu, Jagannath. And similarly, sometimes Krishna gives us so many things. When he gives us something, you know, and when we have the mentality, oh, I want to use this in the service of Krishna, and in the service of Prabhupada, then we will be safe. The moment we think we want to use it for ourselves, then the tendency of Ishwaraham Aham Bhoge mentality comes in. Then we will be in danger, we will be in problem. Because everything is given by the Lord for His service. Then we won't have any problem actually there. And so, as long as we have that mentality, Krishna can give us so many things. Sometimes Krishna gives us few things. He wants to test us whether we are really serious, whether we want Him or His material things. So, but when we use everything nicely in the service of Krishna, then Krishna gives more and more, more and more. So you can see you can see in the case of Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Krishna gave him so much, so much, you know, so many, you sent some Krishna, so many people, so many devotees, so much opulence, so many buildings, so much property, but Srila Prabhupada used everything in the service of the Supreme Lord. And I heard actually when he was leaving the body also, he did not keep anything for himself, you know. He had only, I think, one, apartment, you know, for his sons, for his maintenance, and also after they leave, they're supposed to give it back to ISKCON too, something like that, in the will. You can see the will there, no? Everything, you know, Prabhupada gave to him. Similarly, when Krishna gives us so many things, you know, we can try. If we try to use everything in the service of Krishna, then that is the perfection of life. Yesha varsham idam sarvam. Everything is Krishna's property. So we can this life is very short. Shanabhanguram. Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Lochana Sagasna. Kamala dalajala jivana talamala. Life is very short. It's like a water drop actually on the kamala and the lotus leaf. Sometimes could we see, you know, when you put a water drop, it doesn't stay there. It runs away. So it's like that, you know, our life is temporary. We can use that in the service of the Supreme Lord nicely, and that way we can actually perfect our lives. But somehow or other, by some good fortune of the devotees, we came in contact with this wonderful process of Krishna consciousness. Very much so Srila Prabhupada and in his followers. And we can take full advantage of that. And a clock, when we see the clock, of course we see the time. Now it's about 8:34. But what do we learn from the clock? The clock is, time is precious. Chanakya Pandit says, you know, so with all the gold coins which in our bag. We cannot buy the second which is gone back, right? So time is very precious. So we don't want to misuse the time. We should use it nicely in the service of Supreme Lord. Then we can perfect. And then, when in the morning when we get up, we brush our teeth and we look at ourselves in the mirror. So in the mirror, actually, what can we learn from mirror? In mirror we can learn, reflect before you act. So we should not be acting impulsively with our impulse. Think twice. And before we say anything also, think twice, whether it's proper or not to say the word. That way we don't hurt anybody. And then ceiling, when you see the ceiling, ceiling is high. But what do we learn from the ceiling? We should aim high. Aim high for what? Not for material things. Of course, you can aim for material things as long as we use them in the service of Krishna. But we aim high, that we want to perfect our lives in this life, to become Krishna conscious, to get rid of all the others. Should aim high to become fully Krishna conscious. Sort of Prabhupada, fully Krishna conscious, in that one of the albums, become conscious. Don't waste your time. So we got all the opportunities to do that. And then door, actually, the boy, he left door open. So when you see the door, what do we learn? We push hard. What we push hard against what? We push hard ourselves to do some service, to be part of the Sankirtan movement. And then, after all this, you got the fan here. So what do we learn from the fan? Keep cool head. So we got to remain cool. Because yesterday we were discussing, so in all different circumstances, you got to remain cool. Keep cool head. There's some wonderful lessons actually which we can learn from the Shastras and from different things. And that way we can perfect our lives. So I'll stop here. I've gone about 5 minutes over the time. So if you have any quick questions or comments, you can address them.
Hare Krishna, Siddharam Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Welcome to Melbourne.
Thank you.
How do you define Krishna consciousness?
How do I define Krishna consciousness? I don't define, Prabhupada defined already, he gave us, Krishna consciousness, being conscious of Krishna. Now, we are all conscious of I and me, my, I-ness and my-ness, I and me. Instead of that, we say, no, I am not, this is like, I am Krishna conscious, I'm servant of Krishna, everything belongs to Krishna. And whatever I do is for the pleasure of Radha Vallabha. So, that is a simple definition and understanding. Of course, you can elaborate a lot too, but in simple in a few times.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much. Śrīmad Bhāgavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Go Pramanande. Yeah. Thank you for allowing me to be here in the presence of Radha Vallabha. I wanted to see Radha Vallabha, so I was in Adelaide, so I came here to have a darshan. And please bless us, bless me, so I can be of some service to Srila Prabhupada. wanted to build a nice temple for Srila Prabhupada in Perth. We're trying to look. In fact, we got some land, looking for that. When we go back, got to go and sign the contract. Please bless us, bless me, so we can be successful in our endeavors for the pleasure of the Lordships. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Because we wanted to do something. Srila Prabhupada came only 3 times to, it's a 3 places in Australia, Melbourne and Sydney and Perth. So we want to do something for Srila Prabhupada there.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,